What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the dbrand grip. I unboxed this case, this phone case, about a month ago. I've got the swarm skin on the back of it right here. And so we're going to talk about it. I've got some thoughts, but more importantly, what should you know if you're thinking about ordering this case? So we're going to talk about the pros, the cons, the unique things about the case, and I hope this helps you in your buying decision. So if you like this content, give me a subscribe down below, and let's get into it. Alright guys, let's take a look at the case. Let's get a close-up look at this. So a couple things. You know, on the inside here, there's a nice felt material. You know, I'm sure they're doing this to kind of prevent scratches on the back of your phone. I don't know how much risk there is to having scratches on the back of your phone. I've used cases that don't have felt on the inside, but I do think it's a nice touch. So I think it's kind of going an extra step here to have kind of some nice felt fabric. They have their logo or their brand etched into the felt, so it looks really nice. It's just a nice extra kind of touch to the phone case. I mean, you're paying pretty good money for this case, so I think it's a worthwhile step on their part. So as I said before, super lightweight case. Kind of, you know, if you flick the case, it doesn't bend a lot. I mean, you can definitely bend the case, but it's not as bendable as a typical silicone case, let's say. But super lightweight, probably the lightest weight of a phone case that I've put on my phone. I mean, it's the biggest noticeable thing is how lightweight this case is. It's pretty thin in your hand as well. I do like the grooves on the side. So if you notice some extra grippy kind of grooves on the side, it's kind of where some of the things that lead to the name, the grip case. The buttons, very tactile. So you can see that the buttons are also grooved. So you can feel them really well. They're very clickable. There's the cutout for your mute rocker. Here's the power button, also grooved as well. So that's nice, being able to quickly find the buttons, being able to tell between the power, because there's a separation there. There is a lip around the camera, so we'll put the phone in here in a second. But I also wanted to show you at the bottom cutouts, the speaker cutouts at your power port. Cool thing is I like that they're kind of not squared off, but angled off, as opposed to round cutouts. I think that's kind of a cool design decision. Makes this case just kind of look a little bit different than other cases. And then obviously there's the back. So one of the cool things about this case is they give you the ability to customize the back of your phone case. So you can have a custom look. I've got the red dragon on it right now. Here's their new green camo. I can't remember this pattern here, but pretty cool kind of hexagonal pattern in the back of the case. So I typically don't like colored backs to my cases, but I knew I was doing this video, so I decided to order the red dragon because I was curious, you know, because after all, this is a 3M vinyl sticker that's kind of going on the back of your phone, and I was wondering how does it actually feel? Does it feel like it's dragon skin? Does it feel rough and maybe leathery? And I'll say it does. I mean, you can feel there's raised texture on the back of it. So I just want to kind of show you up close what that dragon skin looks like. I actually think it's pretty cool. I actually like this look, kind of red with a black border. I think it looks nice. I like the dragon texture. So I've kind of been rocking the red dragon for a while. Although, when you get ready to switch your style up, all you have to do is just peel it off. And there's the back. You can rock this without a skin on the back as well. But I love how they've You know, they've created some grooves that you can use to easily put your skins on. We're going to put one on here in a second. And also there's a brand here, so if you do rock it without a skin, you got a little bit of a grip brand. That's kind of cool. But you can go straight up black, matte black, no skin, and I think it looks just as cool as if you had a skin on it. So here, let's plop the phone in real quick. Pretty easy to put on. Just slide it in one side to the other. It stays on really nice. I will say this, the bottom is a little more flexible than the top, but that's okay. You know, it doesn't really bother me that much, but it definitely is flexible. If that's something that bothers you, just something to be aware of. So there's your speaker ports, your speaker grills, and your power port. There's your meat rocker. There's your camera bump. So you can tell here that there's definitely a nice camera bump here. Let's see if I can get that in there for you. So you're definitely not going to, if you toss this on the desk, you don't have to worry about that. Same thing on the front, you've got a nice lip. Now the cool thing about this is the corners are raised a little bit higher than the sides. So if you look at it from this side angle here, let me see if I can get my hand out of the way. You can kind of see how the corners kind of, there's a good way to look at it. So that corner is a little bit higher down there. You can also tell right here it's a little bit deeper in that lip that's coming around the side. So the sides they're still a little slightly raised, but they're a little more flush than the corners and the ends. So the corners and the ends are a little bit taller than the sides. It's kind of a bit of a crescent moon shape to it. But you know, so if you set this down on its face, you're going to be fine. You're not going to scratch your screen up. Now, obviously, by having it a little more flush on the sides, if you were to drop this in, you know, gravel or on the street or something like that, you are a little bit more at risk to having the screen get damaged. But I have dropped my phone in this case, and I've been okay. Now, I've seen YouTube videos where people have dropped the case and the screen has broken. So just, as with any case, you know, no case is perfect. You still need to be careful with your phone, but I do think this will give you some level of impact protection. I wouldn't put this up there with like a life proof or something like that, but this will give you a level of impact protection, enough that I'm comfortable with it. So, but that's my perspective there. So there's the lip. Okay, there's the back. There's those bumpers again. They definitely do add to the grippiness. I mean, the case isn't slick at all, but those kind of raised bumps do kind of help with the grippiness of the case. So go down to the bottom first, and the back of the case. Well, all right, let's toss on another skin on the back and take a look at it and see what we think. So I'm going to go with for now, let's see here. You know what? I'm going to do the green camo since that's one of the new ones. I'll save this one for later. This one's, I'll bring this up there for you to look at. The cool thing about it is you can feel the hexagonal kind of edges. So it does have a nice texture to it. But that's kind of what that looks like up close. It's kind of cool how it kind of shimmers. Has a little bit of a 3D effect in the lighting. And then you've got the camo. Same thing. dbrand makes some really nice skins. I really like what they do with their skins. All right, so let's put this on and then take a look at this skin on the case. And there it is with the green camo. All right, guys, cool case. You know, one more look around here. If you have any questions about this case, let me know. As I said before, if you're looking for probably a case that you can truly personalize and make your own, then I would say dbrand is one of the top cases to go with. Adds a lot of protection to your phone. It really doesn't add a lot of bulk, definitely not a lot of weight. It's a super lightweight case. Very clicky buttons. I like how the buttons are grooved so you can find them really easily. Add some grip so you're not going to drop it, hopefully. And yeah, that is the dbrand grip. So if you have any questions, definitely leave a comment down below. I'd love to answer any questions you have on these. Otherwise, I know the new iPhones are coming out pretty soon. So in my next video, I'm going to do a little bit of a roundup where we're going to talk about, what are the top 5 cases or case manufacturers you're going to want to look at if you're buying one of the new iPhones and you're looking for a new case. What should you consider getting? So we'll kind of talk about those in the next video. All right, guys. Well, appreciate you watching the video. If you like the content, please subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.